Okay, now you can give your attendance in the chat box. I repeat, now you can give your attendance in the chat box. Alok, you have to give your attendance again.
Okay, sir. Give.
Let me present my screen first. Can anyone respond whether my slides are visible or not?
Sir, it's visible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let me tell you what we have discussed in the last class. Then we will begin from that particular point where we end. In the last class, I told you about the weak form formulation. The given differential equation of any problem is nothing but the strong form, and from this strong form, how to convert this strong form into a weak form, that I have discussed in the last class. I told you that what is your weak form? Your weak form is you have to weaken the differentiation order of the variable. Here my variable is u and the differentiation order is 2, because when you will multiply this d by dx with this term, it will be d2u over dx square. So you have to reduce the differential order of unknown variable u. That means you have to make this d2u over dx2 to du by dx in such a way that you have to add one single differentiation to the weighted function itself. Then that particular equation is your weak form. So today in the last class I have started discussing this problem, but again I will discuss this problem from the very beginning. So let us solve the problem. What the problem is? The problem is the governing differential equation for a static structural problem is given by A into E d2u over dx2 plus ax equal to 0 with the boundary conditions. U of 0 is equal to 0. That means value of u will be 0 when x is 0, and A into E du over dx at x equal to L is 0. At x equal to L is 0. Find out the weak form for the problem. Since we know that the given differential equation is what? The given differential equation is the strong form of the problem. The given differential equation is nothing but the strong form. We need to convert this strong form of the problem into weak form. That means what I need to do? We know that u is the variable which is unknown to us, and we have to use some approximation technique to get the solution of this differential equation in terms of u. And it is very much clear from the question that the order of the differential equation, that is order of this differential equation is 2, as well as if you see u is your variable which you need to find it out, whose order is 2. So the main aim or the main objective of converting the strong form into weak form is what? You have to weaken this differentiation order of u. That means anyhow you have to make it du over dx in such a way that one differentiation which is left, that you have to add it with the weighted function, because I have told you in the last class that the weak form is associated with Galerkin method. weak form is associated with Galerkin method. That means for this particular problem, first we will find out the error function or the domain residual. Then I have to multiply that error function with the weighted function. Weighted function is nothing but the given trial function. Weighted function is nothing but the given trial function over the entire domain. During this integration process, what we need to do? We need to minimize the residual. How you will minimize? While minimizing the residual, we have to keep in mind that we have to weaken the differentiable order of unknown variable u. That means we have to make it anyhow by du over dx, and one d by dx is left. That d by dx we have to add it with the weighted function. See here I have added it with the weighted function. Then that particular equation will be my weak form of this given problem. Did you understood what we will be going to do in this problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us find out the weak form of the given problem. Since we know that we will not get the exact solution of this given differential equation if we use different classical methods of FEM. What we will get? We will get the approximate solution of the given differential equation, which will be nearer to the exact differential equation. And if you see in the question, two boundary conditions are given to you. One is your essential boundary condition, which is nothing but u of 0 equal to 0. I have told you in the last class, as well as this a into e du over dx at x equal to l is 0. This is what? This is my natural boundary condition. And while selecting the trial function, you have to keep in mind that the trial function, whichever you are selecting, whether it is a polynomial trial function or it is a trigonometric trial function, that trial function should satisfy the essential boundary condition. It may or may not satisfy this natural boundary condition. So let u cap is what? U cap is the trial function or trial solution for the given differential equation. Fine. Now, since all these methods will give us approximate solution of the given differential equation. So when you replace this u by u cap, you will get what? You will get error in your solution. Fine. So in order to find out that error, first let us substitute the approximate trial function or trial solution in the given differential equation. That means we are replacing u by u cap. So a into e d2 u cap over dx square plus ax equal to 0, which is equation number 1. Is the equation number 1 clear? Is the
Yes, sir.
equation? Okay. Now we know that in this equation number 1, differential operator is L, which is denoted by d square upon by dx square. Fine. Now we need to find out what? We need to find out the residual or the error function present in the given differential equation. Why we need to find out the error function? Because we have replaced the unknown variable u by an approximate variable, that is u cap, which will give error to the problem. And that error I know how to find it out. That is, error function or residual is given by L of u bar minus f. This is your L of u bar. In this question, this is my L of u bar. If this ax value in the question was present in the right hand side, then you have to bring that value towards the left hand side. Whatever function is present in the right hand side, you have to keep it, or you have to bring it to the left hand side, and then you have to equate this equation equal to 0. Then this particular expression, that is a into e d2 u cap over dx square plus ax, this is what? This is my residual or error function. That is, error function or residual, domain residual is given by a into e d2 u cap over dx square plus ax, equation number 2. Is it clear? Residual, any doubt in this residual?
No, sir.
Okay, let us move forward. Then I have told you in the last class that weak form exists only for Galerkin method. So I have to minimize this error. By which method then? I have to minimize this error by Galerkin method. And according to Galerkin method, what you need to do? You have to integrate the product of weighted function w of x into domain residual, that is this r, into dx equal to 0 over the entire domain. And if I see in this problem, my domain varies from x equal to 0 to x equal to L. So I have to integrate it from 0 to L weighted function into domain residual dx equal to 0. Now, while finding out the weak form, I have also told you this in the last class that while finding out the weak form, I will not replace this weighted function by the assumed trial function. Why? Because my aim is to get the weak form, and in order to get the weak form, one order of this differential, I have to reduce this order of this differential equation by du by over dx, and one particular order will be left. That order we have to add, or we have to adjust anyhow with this weighted residual function. So in this case, whenever there is a problem of weak form, we will never substitute the weighted function with the given trial function. But if we are solving the problem by Galerkin method or by any other method, then we will substitute this weighted function by the given or by the assumed trial function. Is the process clear? Is the step clear? कोई डाउट है किसी को?
No, sir.
Okay, so this is integral 0 to L weighted function w of x into domain residual. Residual is given in equation number 2, that is a into e d2 u cap over dx square plus ax. See, a into e d2 u cap over dx square plus ax into dx equal to 0. Now let us multiply this weighted function with the entire term present in the bracket. So we can write integral 0 to L w of x into a e d2 u cap over dx square dx plus integral 0 to L w of x into ax dx equal to 0. Is the third step clear? This particular step?
Yes, sir.
Only we have opened the bracket and we have multiplied the entire bracket with the weighted function. Fine. Now see, if you check the third step, in the third step, the value of the first integral contains w of x a into e d2 u cap over dx square into dx. Now, in order to convert it into weak form, what I need to do? I need to convert this d2 u cap over dx square by du over dx. That I need to do. And 1d over dx will be left, that I have to adjust with weighted function. For that, what I am doing? For that, I am doing, see, for that I am doing one trick. That trick is, I can write this expression. Which expression? This first integral, like this, integral 0 to L w of x. I have taken one d by dx out. This is that d in bracket a of e du cap by dx. Is this step clear? This fourth one, left hand expression.
Yes, sir.
Fine. This I can write by the help of mathematics. I know I can write plus integral 0 to L w of x into ax dx equal to 0. Is the fourth step clear? Any doubt in the fourth step?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. बाकी लोगों को कोई डाउट है फोर्थ स्टेप में? हेलो.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Now in order to bring, if you see the fourth equation, in the fourth equation, this particular integral value, I have reduced the differentiation order on u. See, earlier it was d2u cap over dx square. Now it is du cap over dx. But this d is present. If you multiply this d with du cap over dx, again this term will come. I have to shift this d to this w. For that, what I am doing is I am integrating this particular expression, integral 0 to L w of x into d of ae du cap over dx. I am integrating this expression by parts. We know that how to integrate any expression by parts. If two functions are given to you, u and v, which you need to integrate over the interval alpha and beta, then by integration by parts I can integrate it as u into integral of second function minus integral of differentiation of first function into integral of second function, then entire function integral. Is it clear? This is the formula for equation for integrating by parts.
Yes,
Is
sir.
this
Yes.
clear? I have to, so if you see in the given expression, so in this is my expression, integral 0 to L w of x d of ae du cap over dx. This I have to solve it by parts. I will not solve this part. Why I will not solve this part? Because I am not finding the solution of the problem. I am finding the weak form of the problem, and weak form is present in the left portion of the integral. So I will not solve this part. I will keep this part as it is. So how I will solve this expression? For that, this expression, which expression, this integral by part formula, I am just writing it in some advanced form. See how I am writing it. I'm just changing the form of this integral by part. Okay, wait. Can you see my white screen now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Wait. See how I am writing it. I am writing that expression in the form as, see, this is alpha, this is beta. In my problem, alpha is 0 and beta is L. U of dv equal to, see, expression was integral alpha to beta u into v dx equal to this. Now I am writing integral alpha beta u into dv. Fine.
Sir, there will be a dx in the above step.
कहाँ
Above
पे कहाँ पे?
integrate by parts. Yes, sir. In this step,
Yes,
there
yes.
will be
No,
a dx at last.
there will be dx. Yeah, you are saying like this. W of x d of ae du cap over dx into dx, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, that will be there. By mistake, I haven't written over here. Fine.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, sir.
Now, I am writing this integration by part formula in this manner. See, alpha is your 0, beta is your L, u is nothing but w of x into d of v. Your second function is v. See, this is d of v. This is your second function. A into e du cap over dx. I'm just changing this formula little bit. Alpha to beta u of dv. Everything will remain same. So let us write u of dv will be what? First function u into integral of second function. Now this is my first function u and my second function is dv. Integral of dv is what? V, then entire limit alpha to beta minus integral alpha to beta, then what? Differentiation of first term. Differentiation of first term is nothing but du into Integral of second term. Integral of second term will be what? Integral of dv will be v. So v dot du. Can I write like this by integration by parts? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
लिख सकता हूं ना? अब आप चेक करो in this expression. This is of the form integral 0 to L u. W of x is u into d of v. V is your a into e du cap over dx. Then I can solve this integral, this value of integral like this. ऐसा लिख सकता हूं ना, u into v alpha to beta minus integral alpha to beta v into du. Fine. Let us write like this. Let us write it. Okay. See, I am writing. So my first term is what? U is my W of x. So if you see U will be W of x into V. Your V is C U into D of V. V is your A into E du cap over dx. Let us write that is A into E du cap over dx whole bracket limit alpha in my question is 0 and beta is L minus integral alpha in my question is 0, beta in my question is L into V. V is nothing but this term A into E du cap over dx. Let us write down that is A into E du cap over dx. This is V into du. That means in my question u is W of x. That means dwx by dx. That means d w, which is a function of x, by dx into du. Fine. So into your entire integral with dx. I can write like this. Yes or no? होगा इसका solution ऐसा? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ऐसे ही होगा.
लिख सकता हूँ ना सर, W of x a e du cap over dx 0 to L minus integral 0 to L a e du cap over dx into dwx by dx into dx. चेक करते हैं, चेक करो. यस, ये देखो W of x a e du cap over dx 0 to L minus integral 0 to L a e du cap over dx into dw by dx into dx plus. अब इस टर्म को आई हैव रिटन एज इट इज प्लस integral 0 to L W of x ax dx plus integral 0 to L W of x ax dx equal to 0. Fine. Now, if you check this expression, this particular expression, in this expression, if you see, you have removed the differentiation order from the unknown variable u. Earlier it was d2 u cap over dx square. Now it is d2 u cap over dx. And that one particular differentiation, which, see here I have adjusted it with the weighted function. So this particular expression is nothing but my weak form. Now see this a into e du cap over dx. This a into e is a into e du cap over dx. This is what? This is nothing but the load, the actual load given in the problem. Here the actual load, here what they have taken, that when x is equal to 0, ae into du by dx is 0. So if I assume that ae into du by dx at x equal to L is p, fine. This, because this particular term a into e into du by dx at x equal to at any point will give you load if this differential equation is a static structural problem. So I can equate this A into E du cap over dx by P, axial force acting on the section. Then I can write W of x. I am substituting the limits. So W of L, lower limit minus, sorry, upper limit minus lower limit. So W of L into AE du over dx is what? P. P at x equal to L, PL minus. Now substitute the lower limit W of 0. W of 0 into AE du cap over dx is what? P at x equal to 0 is P0. P of 0 minus integral 0 to L A into E du cap over dx into dw by dx into dx plus 0 to L w of x into ax dx equal to 0. Fine. Now if you see this expression, in this expression, this particular term is what? This particular term is nothing but the natural boundary condition. Is nothing but the natural boundary condition. This particular term is nothing but the natural boundary condition. So I have told you previously, some 1 or 2 lectures before, I have told you that no need to worry with the natural boundary condition. It will come when you solve the problem. When you make that problem weak, automatically it will come. But you have to choose the trial function in such a way that it should always satisfy the given differential equation. So in this particular expression, this term, which term? This term, integral 0 to L A into E du cap over dx into dw by dx into dx. This particular term is called the weak form of this particular problem. See, in this problem, the differential order of unknown parameter u is 2 in the weak form. That means this is that weak form. That means this particular term in this weak form, if you check, you have weakened down the order of the differentiation from the unknown parameter, which is u cap, and you have
Sir, can you
adjusted
show the last page, sir?
which one?
Sir, the last page.
Last
Previous page, sir. Previous page. Yes, sir. In yes, sir, in the equation after minus, again we have,
yes.
sir, AE du cap by dx. Can we write that as P, because it is given that writing AE du by dx equal to P.
If you write this AE du cap over dx in this particular term by P, then how you will express this equation into weak form? In this question, see, in this question, nowhere it has been told that you find out the approximate solution of this problem. In this question, it has been told to you that you just find out the weak form. You have to find out the weak form of the given differential equation. And finding out the weak form means you have to reduce the differentiation order from the unknown variable in such a way that one differentiation order you have to adjust it with the weighted function. So that's why, see, I have not written over here by that A into E du cap by dx by P. I haven't written over here. I have written over here. Why? Because this equation will satisfy the natural boundary condition. आया समझ में?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So this particular term, integral 0 to L A into E du cap over dx into dw by dx into dx, this particular term is the weak form of your given problem. Weak form of your given problem. Likewise, I can give you any kind of differential equation. Process will be similar. You have to process of finding out the weak form of any given differential equation satisfying any problem, whether it is a heat transfer problem, fluid flow problem, or static structural problem. This is the step how you convert a strong form into weak form. क्या कोई डाउट है इस प्रॉब्लम में?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir, no.
Okay, fine. ठीक है, यहाँ पे गलती कहां पे होगा, गलती यहाँ पे होगा ये वाले टर्म में। यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा हूँ, मैं इसको एडजस्ट कर रहा हूं, पहले ये था u इंटू वी डीवी, अब मैं इसको मैं क्या लिख रहा हूं, u इंटू डीवी, u इंटू डीवी, यहाँ पे गलती होगा बस, बाकी कोई कुछ नहीं है इस प्रॉब्लम में, बस यहाँ पे गलती होने का चांस है, उसकी वजह से क्या होगा, पूरा प्रॉब्लम आपका गलत हो सकता है, तो यहाँ पे आपको केयरफुल रहना इस पर्टिकुलर स्टेप पे। फाइन, so this was one example of how to convert a strong form into weak form. So now in the second question, now let us solve the second problem. What is second problem? Second problem is,
Sir, can you show the last weak form equation? Sir, we need
yes,
to
this is
note
the
it down.
fine. Okay. See, this was my governing differential equation a into e d2u by dx square plus ax equal to 0 with boundary conditions u of 0 equal to 0 and a into e du by dx at x equal to l is 0. That means this particular term. This is your given differential equation or strong form of the equation. Your weighted residual statement is nothing but the definition of Galerkin method, integral of domain, that is 0 to L, into weighted function w of x into domain residual of dx equal to 0. This is weighted residual Galerkin statement. See, same thing. Weighted residual Galerkin statement subject to these are nothing but the boundary conditions, because here you have taken the approximate solution u cap, so you have to change the boundary condition. In place of u it will be u cap of 0 equal to 0, a into e du, in place of u it will be du cap by dx at x equal to l is 0. And what is your weak form? This expression is your weak form. This expression is your weak form in which u cap of 0 is equal to 0 and the weighted function will be 0 when x equal to 0. So these are the three different form. Given
Sir, it
differential
is written in the weak form that it is equal to wax dx.
which one?
Sir, in the yes, sir, in this
0
page,
to
yes, sir.
wax dx. Wait. Oh, if you keep this term, this plus integral 0 to L wx into ax dx equal to right hand side, it will become minus. And if this term is 0, if this particular term is 0 for a problem, then it will be equal. If this particular term is not 0, then it is not equal. In this term C, it has been told to you that a into e du by dx at x equal to L is 0. So this entire term is 0. See, this entire term becomes 0. If this is 0, minus of integral of your weak form is equal to minus of integral 0 to L w of x ax dx equal to 0. Minus cancel. So your weak form will be equal to this integral 0 to L w of x.
Sir, so in weak form, we need to take the first term as equal to 0.
No, yes, if you know, see in this problem, boundary condition says you that this first term will be 0. In some other problem, it can be written as a into e du over dx at x equal to L is say m or z or 4, then it will not be 0. इस particular problem के लिए 0 हो रहा है, किसी और प्रॉब्लम में तो 0 के बगैर मैं रख सकता हूँ।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर।
इस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम में बाउंड्री कंडीशन 0 है, इसीलिए वो इक्वल टू इसके हुआ, इक्वल टू योर दिस 0 to L w of ax dx. अगर वो बाउंड्री कंडीशन में 0 नहीं होता, अगर वहां पे 0 की जगह 4 होता या कुछ दूसरा टर्म होता, तब ये 0 के बराबर नहीं होता. दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट इज वैलिड फॉर ओनली दिस क्वेश्चन, ओनली फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. अब ये तो वीक फॉर्म चेंज होगा, अगर मैं
यस सर
दूंगा वीक फॉर्म तो चेंज हो जाएगा उस हिसाब से. ठीक है,
ये सर, तो सर वो वीक फॉर्म तो पूरा हुआ ना, दैट दिस टर्म इज इक्वल टू दैट टर्म, वो पूरा एक वीक फॉर्म इक्वेशन हुआ ना.
ये पूरा एक वीक फॉर्म इक्वेशन हुआ, पूरा एक वीक फॉर्म इक्वेशन हुआ, जिसमें कि आपको ये बोलना पड़ेगा कि उस वीक फॉर्म के अंदर ये पर्टिकुलर वाला जो टर्म है इसमें डिफरेंशिएशन का ऑर्डर रिड्यूस हो रहा है, इसीलिए ये एक्सप्रेशन वीक फॉर्म है। अब उसमें कौन सा वीक फॉर्म है आपका, क्योंकि देखो इस एक्सप्रेशन में देखो यहाँ पे कहीं पर भी dw by dx नहीं है, इस एक्सप्रेशन में कहीं पर भी dw by dx नहीं है, लेकिन इस एक्सप्रेशन पे है। तो ओवरऑल जब पूरे को एक साथ लोगे देन इट इज अ वीक फॉर्म, बट उसमें आपको मेंशन करना पड़ेगा ड्यू टू दिस टर्म, दैट इज वीक फॉर्म। क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let us solve the second problem. What is second problem? Second problem is, consider the following boundary value problem, that is d2u over dx2 plus u is equal to 1, 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 1, with u of 0 is equal to 0. That means value of u is 0 when x is 0 and du over dx is equal to 0 at x is equal to 1. Find out the solution of the given problem, that means of this given differential equation, by Galerkin method, least square method, point collocation method and subdomain collocation method. Also find u of 0.5 and u of 1.0. U of 0.5 means value of u when x is 0.5 and value of u when x is 1. Is the question clear? क्या क्वेश्चन समझ में आया? क्या क्वेश्चन समझ में आया सबको? हेलो?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir.
Okay. So can you tell me in your given question which one is the given differential equation? What is the domain of the problem and which are the essential and natural boundary conditions? पता करो तभी सॉल्व कर पाएंगे हम इस प्रॉब्लम को. Which one is the governing differential equation?
Sir, d square u by dx square
Plus u
d2
equal to
plus u equal to 1.
1. Good. Which one is your domain? What is the domain of this problem?
So 0 to 1.
Yes, because x can vary from 0 to 1. Okay. And which one is the essential boundary condition? Which one is the essential boundary condition?
Sir, ये नहीं समझा sir.
Essential boundary condition is always this term u of 0 equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
natural boundary condition is always this term du over dx is equal to 0. ये जो du over dx equal to 0 जो है ये इस given differential equation को from x equal to 0 to x equal to 1 point पे satisfy कर भी सकता है नहीं भी कर सकता है. और ये जो u of 0 equal to 0 ये हमेशा सेटिस्फाई करेगा. जो भी आप ट्रायल फंक्शन लोगे, ट्रायल सॉल्यूशन लोगे, उसको हमेशा सेटिस्फाई करेगा. और ये जो du by dx equal to 0 at x equal to 1 ये इस ट्रायल फंक्शन को सेटिस्फाई कर भी सकता है और नहीं भी कर सकता है. क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in order to solve this problem by any of these four methods, firstly I have to find out the trial solution or the trial function or the approximate solution. Fine. So how to choose the approximate solution? You are having two options. Either you can go for polynomial functions or you can go for trigonometric functions, but trigonometric function is a little bit difficult to integrate, so let us go for polynomial functions. But now in polynomial functions there are many functions are there. Linear polynomial function is there, quadratic polynomial function is there, cubic polynomial function is there, and many more. So which polynomial function you will select to solve the problem? Batao. U cap can be a plus bx. U cap can be a plus bx plus cx square, which is quadratic polynomial. U cap can be a plus bx plus cx square plus dx cube. तो कौन सा पॉलिनोमियल लेके मैं सॉल्व करूंगा?
Sir, quadratic लेते हैं sir.
क्यों क्वाड्रेटिक लेके सॉल्व करूंगा, इसका रीजन,
सर d2u by dx स्क्वायर है इसलिए शायद।
yes, as well as see, you have to check the order of the given differential equation. Here the order is 2, here the order is 2, so choose quadratic degree polynomial function as the assumed trial function, and also see that whether the assumed quadratic polynomial trial function is satisfying your essential boundary condition is not. If it is satisfying, no issues, go with that quadratic polynomial and solve the problem. But if it is not satisfied, then you have to go for either linear or cubic or some higher order. If you take the approximating function as higher order functions, your solution will be most accurate to the exact value. Fine. तो सबसे पहले मैंने क्या बोला, जो ट्रायल फंक्शन है उसको चूज करने का तरीका क्या है, सबसे पहले आप अपने गिवन डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन के ऑर्डर को देखो, यहाँ पे सेकेंड ऑर्डर का है, सो आई विल चूज द डिफरेंशियल द assumed trial solution of second order. But while choosing, keep in mind that the given quadratic or second order trial function is satisfying your exact बाउंड्री कंडीशन और नॉट, क्या सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है, देखो तो, इफ आई टेक यू कैप एज ए प्लस बी एक्स प्लस सी एक्स स्क्वायर, इज दिस ट्रायल फंक्शन इज सेटिस्फाइंग यू ऑफ जीरो इक्वल टू जीरो, कर रहा है, दैट मीन्स value of u will be 0 when x is 0, so put x equal to 0, so value of u is 0, 0 is equal to a plus b of 0 plus c of 0 square, so b of 0 is 0, c of 0 square is 0, a is equal to 0. Yes, it is satisfying, it is satisfying the essential boundary condition there, so whatever trial function I have assumed, that is correct. Now I will proceed with this trial function to solve the given problem. Is it clear?
Yes sir।
Okay. So the assumed trial function is u cap is equal to a plus bx plus cx square. After that, what we are doing? We are checking whether it is satisfying the essential boundary condition or not. It is satisfied, and from that expression we came to know that value of a is 0. So the assumed trial function is now takes the shape as u cap is equal to bx plus cx square. U cap is equal to bx plus cx square. Fine. Now, in order to solve this problem by all these four methods, what I need to do? I need to find the domain residual. Can you tell me for this problem what will be the domain residual? Can you tell me for this particular problem what will be the domain residual? क्या होगा डोमेन रेसिडुअल इस प्रॉब्लम का? हेलो
सर d2u by dx square plus u।
minus 1 equal to 0.
Yes sir, -1 equal to।
And not u, it will be u cap, because you are approximating the
Yes sir, yes sir, yes।
exact solution. So your residual for this problem becomes d2 u cap or u bar, whatever you call, by dx2 then plus u cap plus u cap minus 1. This will be the domain residual of this problem. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes sir, it's clear।
आप लोगों को समझ में आया? हेलो हेलो हेलो, बाकी लोगों को समझ में आया? प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड।
हाँ सर।
ओके ओके
हाँ सर, हाँ सर।
फाइन। So see, domain residual is d2 u cap over dx square plus u cap minus 1. Fine. Let's say this is equation number 3. Now, in order to find out the expression of this domain residual in terms of this assumed trial function, what you need to do? You need to differentiate this assumed trial function 2 times. Then only you will get d2 u cap over dx square plus u cap minus 1. Then you can write this domain residual in terms of this trial function. Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir, definitely. Yes, sir.
Fine. So let us differentiate. So this is equation number 1 is my assumed trial function. If you differentiate with respect to x, du cap over dx, it will be a will be 0, b plus 2 times of cx, b plus 2 times of cx. So du cap over dx is, now du cap over dx is what? B plus 2 times of cx. Now we can use this natural boundary condition, that is du by dx is 0 at x equal to 1. So in this case, du cap over dx should be 0 at x equal to 1. So du cap by dx is equal to 0 when x is equal to 1. That means 0 is equal to b plus 2 into c into 1, or c becomes minus b by 2. That means from this assumed trial function, you got the value of a, which is 0, by the use of essential boundary condition. Then you differentiate it 1 time. Then you use the natural boundary condition. You get the value of c, which is in terms of b. c is equal to minus b by 2. क्या यहाँ तक clear है? क्या यहाँ तक clear है? c is equal
Yes,
to,
sir. Yes, sir.
okay. Next, what I am doing is I am substituting the value of c in my original assumed trial function. That is u cap is equal to a is 0 plus b. bx is as it is, plus c c is how much? C is minus b by 2 into x square. So your final trial function or approximating solution becomes u cap is equal to bx plus minus is minus b by 2 x square, or u cap is equal to b common x minus x square by 2. Now this is my approximating function or trial function after converting the constant into a single constant. a, b और c को मैंने एक ही constant में change किया. This is my final approximating function or trial function. क्या ये clear है? Hello.
Yes, sir, clear है.
ये मैंने क्यों किया? ये मैंने इसीलिए किया क्योंकि अगर आप a, b और c को किसी एक पर्टिकुलर कांस्टेंट में चेंज नहीं करोगे तो आगे जाके जब आप ये चारों प्रोसेस सॉल्व करोगे तो आप सॉल्व नहीं कर पाओगे, बहुत सारा अननोन हो जाएगा. तो आपको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि जितने भी यहाँ पे 3 अननोन है a, b एंड c, उसको एक पर्टिकुलर अननोन में कन्वर्ट करो, जो कि मैंने अभी किया एसेंशियल एंड नेचुरल बाउंड्री कंडीशन यूज करके. नाउ आई कैन राइट the domain residual. I know that d2 u cap over dx square plus u cap minus 1. Now this expression, which expression? U cap is equal to b of x minus x square by 2. If I differentiate this expression 2 times, I will get this particular value plus u cap is nothing but this particular value b into x minus x square by 2 minus 1. That will be my final domain residual. Let us find it out. So this is du cap by dx, which already we have found it out. Fine. B, that is, now u cap is b into x minus x square by 2. Differentiate it 1 time, that is du cap by dx. If you differentiate this particular expression, that is u cap equal to b into x minus x square by 2 1 time, you will get b into 1 minus x, equation number 4. Again you differentiate equation number 4, you will get d2 u cap over dx square, which is minus bx square by 2. Fine. Now I will substitute this equation number 5 in equation number 3. So d2 u cap over dx square is what? it is nothing but minus bx square by 2 plus u cap. Plus u cap is b into x minus x square by 2 minus 1 minus 1. If you solve it, you will get the resulting domain residual as b into x minus bx square minus 1. Equation number 6. क्या क्लियर है इक्वेशन नंबर 6? क्या क्लियर है इक्वेशन नंबर?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
कोई डाउट है किसी को? कृष्णा कुछ डाउट है? हेलो,
हाँ सर, हाँ सर,
क्या डाउट है?
सर समझ गए।
Okay, fine. So now we can solve. Why? Because you see your residual has been converted into only one unknown. So by all this method, we can find out the value of this unknown b. If you get the value of unknown b, you can substitute in this approximated trial function. You will get the approximate solution by all the methods. So let us apply the first method, that is Galerkin method. According to Galerkin method, we know that integral of entire domain multiplication of weighted function wi of x into residual of dx is equal to 0. My domain is what? In this question, my domain is varying from 0 to 1. So it will be integral 0 to 1 into wi of x, which is weighted function.
Sir, 5 मिनट में next class है sir.
हाँ बस मैं okay, then what we will do, we will solve this problem. We will continue from this Galerkin method tomorrow. Tomorrow we are
Yes, sir. क्योंकि चार method है sir. कल ही करते हैं sir next class.
कल ही करते। So tomorrow I will not discuss till equation number 6. I will directly start from Galerkin method. Okay.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
ओके सर।
फिर यहाँ पे मेरे को 10 मिनट लग जाएगा, फिर शुरू से अगर बोलने जाऊंगा तो फाइन। ओके देन
सर आपका स्लाइड दे देंगे सर?
I will give you the slide once the entire module is completed. But what I will do is that in Google Classroom today I will post this lecture, recorded lecture.
ओके सर, ओके सर।
And I have given you one book, that is Bhavi Katti. You can refer that book. And by this weekend I will try to give you 2 more books. You can refer those books also. Fine.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
Okay then.
Thank you, sir.
If anyone is still left to give his or her attendance, please give the attendance in the chat box. I repeat, if anyone is still left to give his or her attendance, you can give your attendance in the chat box.